Scientists spent nearly 30 years trying to answer one simple question. How much strength training does it actually take to live longer? Not to build bigger muscles, not to become stronger, just to give yourself the best chance of living a longer, healthier life. Most people assume the answer must be 3 hours a week, maybe 4, maybe even more. But they were wrong. Researchers analyzed data from more than 147,000 people and discovered something almost nobody expected. The biggest longevity benefits didn't come from spending countless hours in the gym. They came from one surprisingly small number. A number that almost anyone can reach. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that number is, why it matters, and a simple workout you can start today.
To answer that question, researchers from Harvard analyzed data from 147,744 adults across 3 of the largest health studies ever conducted in the United States. Some participants were followed for as long as 30 years. During that time, more than 36,000 participants died. That gave researchers something incredibly valuable: decades of real-world data showing how different amounts of strength training were associated with long-term health outcomes. Their findings were published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. This wasn't a short experiment. It wasn't a survey taken over a few weeks. It was one of the most comprehensive analyses ever conducted on strength training and longevity.
So, what did they find? Surprisingly, the answer wasn't the more you train, the longer you live. Instead, they found a very specific sweet spot. People who performed between 90 and 119 minutes of strength training each week had the greatest reduction in mortality risk. Compared with people who performed no strength training, their risk of dying from any cause was 13% lower. Their risk of dying from cardiovascular disease was 19% lower. And their risk of dying from neurological diseases, including Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, was 27% lower. Just think about that. Less than 2 hours spread across an entire week was associated with remarkably better long-term health.
Now, here's the part that surprised many researchers. The benefits didn't continue increasing forever. Once people trained for more than about 2 hours each week, the longevity benefits largely leveled off. That doesn't mean more training is bad. Far from it. Training more can improve strength, muscle growth, fitness, and athletic performance. But when it came specifically to live longer, doing much more wasn't associated with additional longevity benefits. Sometimes more isn't better. Better is simply enough.
So, why would lifting weights help you live longer? Scientists believe it isn't just about building muscle. Every time your muscles work against resistance, your body begins to adapt. You preserve muscle mass, which naturally declines with age. You strengthen your bones, reducing the risk of fractures later in life. Your body becomes better at controlling blood sugar. Inflammation decreases. Metabolism improves. Researchers also believe that resistance training stimulates important signaling molecules, including growth factors and proteins released by your muscles called myokines. These signals may help support brain function, protect nerve cells, and promote healthier aging. In other words, strength training doesn't just change your muscles, it changes how your entire body functions.
The best part? You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive machines. And you definitely don't need to train every day. Remember the number: 90 to 120 minutes per week. That's it. One simple way to reach that goal is to train 3 days each week, about 35 minutes per session. Here's a simple full-body routine. Start with body weight squats. 3 sets, 12 to 15 repetitions. Then push-ups, or knee push-ups if you're just getting started. Next, resistance band rows. These strengthen your upper back and help improve posture. Then, walking lunges, 10 repetitions on each leg. After that, hold a plank for 30 to 45 seconds. Finally, glute bridges, a simple exercise that strengthens your hips, glutes, and lower back. 6 exercises, 3 sessions, 105 minutes per week. Right in the middle of the range associated with the greatest longevity benefits.
But there's something important many people get wrong. They believe they have to train until they're exhausted. They don't. Consistency is far more important than intensity. Another mistake is skipping recovery. Your muscles don't become stronger during your workout. They recover and adapt after your workout. Sleep matters. Nutrition matters. Protein matters. And finally, don't ignore cardio. This study didn't suggest replacing aerobic exercise. In fact, people who combined strength training with regular aerobic activity had even better health outcomes. The goal is balance, not extremes.
Think about it. For years, many people believed living longer required hours in the gym. But this research suggests that consistency may matter more than doing more. Just 90 to 120 minutes each week, a small investment that could pay dividends for decades. So, if you've been waiting for the perfect time to start, this is it. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, today. Because the strongest investment you'll ever make is in the body you'll live in for the rest of your life. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, because next time we'll look at what happens when strength training is combined with cardio and why that combination may be even more powerful.